Hello everybody, this is Jared and I am on episode 5 of my series here, and I've been out exploring for literally hours, and I brought several of these scoops with me looking for more bees, and I've found a bunch in a different direction. I passed by the house to drop off a bunch of stuff, and I came over this way, had to cross over bunch of water, so I brought a whole bunch of wood and everything for boats, and have this to craft them and everything. But yeah, I ran across this, so I figured, you know what, might as well explore it with you guys here. So let's go and figure out where. I know that there's yeah, right down here. There's the bomb. Just gotta be really careful. Yeah, it's a really good thing I brought a bunch of wood with me. By the way, my tree farm is doing quite well. Sweet. Yeah, I cannot complain at all. Knowledge fragments about how it's doing. I have over a full barrel already. Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to go back. It's a lot of stuff to carry. Let's just throw away this. Wow. So, yeah, I thought that was worth sharing. So, I'll be right back whenever I'm at home or find something else that's worth sharing. So, be right back. Hey, okay, I'm back. And for this episode, I've decided to, you know, I was doing a whole bunch of work outside of recording. I kind of feel a little bit bad because I did a lot of stuff without you guys. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of had to figure out and everything, but it's really good, and so I decided I was just going to work on it, you know, within my own thoughts and everything, so I can just focus on it without having to worry about, you know, talking and everything in the meantime. So I kind of want to show you what I've done since last episode. You can kind of see I've got barrels, you know, just nothing too fancy except for this. Like, this is just a farming thing. It's not grown yet, but if I wanted to, I can just come here, type in farm, push enter, and it would basically clear this field and replant. I had it on a timer, but the timer was just so ridiculously long. It was like 2,500, and you know, that's if you log in and out all the time or something, then this farm is going to be like growing for a very long time before the thing goes off again. And if you typed in the farm program again, then it would just start at 0 again and count up to, actually count down from 200 or 2,500 in seconds. So, you know, that's a really long time. It's like, I'm not sure exactly how long. I should do the math on that, but you math whizzes, you could probably figure that out on the tip of a hat. But yeah, so I got that. This is just a regular farming turtle. I had a Zycraft soil in a earlier version of Dw20 in a, you know, test world and everything, with a whole bunch of Zycraft soil, and you know, that was worth it to have a timer and everything, because it was only like 300 seconds for the thing to grow and everything. And I was able to have this thing right on the ground level, and it worked just fine. Obviously didn't need a till, so I mean, it was just a mining turtle. It didn't really have to worry about it being one of those, the hoeing turtle. So yeah, I've been getting quite a bit of seeds and wheat from that. I've been putting it all right into here, into the squeezer, and that will squeeze it and make this. So I've been making quite a few apiaries with that. How's the daytime? It's all bright. So you can see my normal bee houses up there, but I've also kind of expanded our operations a little bit, and we got 2 automated, and I'm a little bit scared to come over here, but we got tropical queens. They're producing these silky combs. I got quite a few of these, so I'm getting all of these automated as fast as I can. That's why I have so many of these tropical drones, just because they can, basically down the line, they'll make, there's a few things you have to process first, but you can make propolis, which is essential for automation on these apiaries and everything. So there we go. I hate this poison stuff. That is the downfall of working with these bees is the poison. I can deal with like hunger or something, like the sludge boiler, which I will also get to today. I'm not sure if this will actually cure the poison. Nope. But it will regen and make that. Oh, I hate poison. Ugh. So yeah, I'm also. So I got all those apiaries done, and I'm still, really working hard on getting more out and ready. Oh man, I love running this fast. You might also notice I have a different tree in there. I've been doing a lot of work on this, and it's turned out great. You guys who are familiar with MFR, you might be like, what's going on here? You have two levers that do the same thing. Yeah, it turns out that this wrench can actually change colors or something, or maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know, but I've seen an Omni wrench do it, and I thought maybe any Buildcraft wrench would be able to do that, but unfortunately that's not the case. So I just kind of have to take it all at once and get it all there. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through how this all works. I'm thinking that this might be my final version, but this is creating way more energy than I'm going to need. Look, actually not right now. That's a bad example. Let me just walk you through it, and I'll kind of explain any errors that I'm finding that I do not know how to fix. So we have the planter up there, and I'm not sure if it's... Oh! Little bit of a crash there. Note to self, whenever you right click on MFR blocks, like this planter, like I tried to do, it will crash. So, yeah. I don't know if that's just my computer or if that's, a full-out bug, but, yeah, that's what's been happening. So, right here, I just have a bunch of cobble in here just so I don't waste all these saplings filled up where, it doesn't really need to be there. But I have this copper upgrade, and that was there before, but that just kind of increases the range a little bit. We have the power right here, and I'll kind of explain this a little bit more, but you can kind of see that's going up right now, and it goes up a lot faster once it's more max efficiency. Then we have the 2 harvesters and 2 turtles. These 2 turtles have an inventory full of cobble except the first one. These ones will turn this down. Those ones will place a block every now and again. I think every 10 seconds would be is correct there. And then these, I guess it'll kind of fake these harvesters out, and it will kind of go up, but it doesn't go too far. You can see that we have those right there, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of get those out of there because it's kind of annoying. But maybe I'm thinking that it might just trick the trees into growing larger. I have no evidence to prove that or anything, but I'm just kind of throwing ideas out there. And hopefully it doesn't get too dark first, but then we have those things spit out the contents. Just got these in my inventory for some reason, but still has some bugs in it. I'm probably gonna have to fix some things up here and there. But it spits out the contents out of that black hole in the back, and then it'll go up here. Then in this little diamond filter down the red, it will put the saplings. And down the blue, it will go anything, and then yellow shouldn't have anything go through there anyway, but just in case, I kept it from going back. So then that means the wood and the apples are for sure going to go down this way. Let me go sleep, and I'll come right back and do this. But you can kind of see it going to town. It's probably the Steve's Cart tree farm that I had last season. That's old school technology. No need for it anymore. But yeah, this one is just cruising. I've already got over a barrel full. Let's see here. I've already got this much. 12 stacks right there. I've already used like probably a barrel full with my minium stone to make like gold and obsidian and such. And then over here I have, almost 2 barrels. Yeah, all right there. So yeah, this thing's very effective. But anyway, I'll get back to my story here. That that means the apples and the logs are for sure going down this way. So I have this filter right here set up to put either rubber wood or oak wood, because those are woods I'm probably going to be using most in here, and that will kind of keep it from running out of these oak woods right here and kind of freaking it out, and it would it's the old system that you guys saw last episode. That was what's going on. This thing kept running out and I had to keep manually filling it, and I didn't really like that, so I kind of changed it up a little bit. Right here you can kind of see it in action. See, and the apple keeps continuing down, and so everything goes right through here. I'll go right here to this filter. This might not be the most the best way of doing this, but it works for me. So down here, this gets only oak wood, and everything else should theoretically go down the red path, and then this one, as you'd expect, nothing down blue, oak wood through yellow, and then everything else in black. And so everything else goes through here, hits this, and it will head up here and hit to there. And you can see another connection, that's why we iron pipe, but right here we have all this wood is getting auto crafted and being pulled out and then sucked into these steam engines. But it's not, for some reason, it seems to me like sometimes 2 works really well, but 1 seemed to work just as good, sometimes better. Don't ask me how that works, but when I had just these 4 steam engines right here, up in this right about here, it handled all 4 of them pretty equally, and it was pretty much just enough for it to work. And then I added a second one, and then all of a sudden it like barely got these 2, and yeah, I'm not sure what was going on. Then eventually I found out that it was more than it needed, and went into the chest that I'm not sure is still there. Yeah, I moved the chest, but it was the overflow chest, which is now this one. But yeah, you can see that I put it in less than a stack of these rubber saplings, and you can see all the stuff I got from there. Just right through here. All these rubber saplings here, all this rubber here. And you might be wondering, what the advantage to these trees over these ones. These rubber saplings against these tree saplings. Everything is so much better about the MFR trees. You can get so much more rubber from it because they're the same type of rubber basically. They're basically tradable and everything, and it will change your life. It's so awesome. So yeah, that's the tree farm. Every now and again I keep getting things that spit out, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do to fix that. I'll just have to keep a closer eye on it for a little while and see what's going on. But that's the gist of what I've been doing over there. That's probably the bulk of what I've been spending my time on in between episodes. There's probably still that I'm gonna figure out how to do, but that works for me. I showed you the bees. I went adventuring. I've got plenty of bees for now. Finally found finally found a forest, and I found a few hives for the forest, but forest hives. That's the worst way to explain that possible, I think. Oh yeah. I forgot to explain one thing with this tree farm that's actually pretty cool. Once I kill this zombie, huh? He did. Haha. Alright, so I can get up here. That sludge that we were kind of worried about last episode, or 2 episodes ago, I forget now. I kind of hooked it up. We can see right here that this is draining some sludge right here. Don't want to click with something in my hand. You can see the sludge right here builds up really fast, but it also gets ejected really fast. So, and what happens with it is I put it into this pipe, and it will eventually make its way over to these tanks, and these tanks will be pumped out throughout here, and eventually I'm going to have an iron tank, but that's kind of expensive for me right now. It gets put into here and made into sludge, and it will turn it into stuff, and it's being powered by this. And you can see all the stuff that's made, and that's probably about half of what it's made. You can see all the clay that's been making, sand, and then the rest of that, you know, dirt, and then the rest of that's, you know, it doesn't make so much of, but it's still really cool. But yeah, that's I got a lot of clay from that. If you want a renewable resource, a renewable way of getting clay, that's the way you should think about doing it, because, you know, yeah, I'll show you exactly how much I've gotten with the stuff I have in my inventory, and you know, that's with all the wasted sludge that you know, was building up in the harvesters first. Is that it? Yep. So there we go. So we got 6 stacks, almost 7 stacks of sand, and 21 stacks of clay. That's crazy to me. I don't know how I lived without that before. But oh wait. Yeah, so I moved the stacks that were in here, so it's a little bit less. And I went to you know, that dungeon that I showed you at the beginning of the episode, the vanilla one. It did not have these, but another one like it. While I was exploring before that, I didn't record it. Unfortunately, I should have, but I just, you know, went through it, and I got some of this. I got 2 of these canisters, which are they basically down the line you can like craft some stuff to make it, to, you know, make your health gain 1 heart per, you know, canister. They don't actually work like that. It's just a little bug with that. I ran out of inventory space, so I've been kind of using these, because you can put this like wherever. You can put you know, whatever. It's just a little bit of extra space. You know, it's a little bit cheaty, I guess, but yeah, that's how I used it. But now this is another thing that took up a lot of time. This might be a little bit buggy. It's not completed, but we have some. This is a clipboard of things that I want to do. You know, the last episode I have all these chests that yeah, I kind of showed you little recipes. Well, you know, I'm still going to have that, but in a more advanced way. And so here's what I'm doing right now. So we have eventually I'm going to have buttons like this, like these 2 buttons right here, showing like little mods or something, that little things I need to do. So if I wanted to, like, say get something ready for Mine Factory, I would click the button, and, you know, I would choose which I want to do. So eventually I want to make a sewer. I'll probably make that this episode too if I have enough time and I don't keep yakking. Then it will actually bring up something, a little recipe into the computer crafter, the computer controlled crafter. Let me bring up the recipe. And so that's the recipe for that. Interactive sorter is a little expensive. It's out of my reach right now. But yeah, and then I wanted to basically pull out the resources that that I need to make that, and put it into the computer controlled crafter, so I can just right click on it, and it will show, like, you guys the recipe and everything. And it's if it works out all as planned, it'll be kind of like a checklist, or I push it and then all of a sudden it'll like stay there, or might delete it. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna pull it off, but you know, I'm gonna figure something out. And it'll show you guys how to create it, and it'll have different steps already for you. And if I can get it working, it's gonna work just right now. Man, isn't this wood gorgeous? This is that tree that was outside. That tree. I think it's called tiger wood or something like that. So I am thinking I'm gonna put a few saplings in there just so I can get a little bit extra of that wood, because it looks so good. Like, it's so you know, grainy but textury, and I don't know, it just looks awesome. I definitely want to use it. Tiger wood just fits the texture. The name fits the texture, I mean. So yes, without, you know, spending too much more time, I am going to check the time on this episode and prepare my next little section that probably popped in your face there and scratched my nose and probably blew right into the mic. But so I'll check the time and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have plenty of time. So I am going to do the thing that I've been really wanting to do. I'm getting tired of these little stone tools and everything. I kind of want to do something a little bit better. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use these ingredients. I'm going to use some gravel. I'm going to use some sand that probably went into my digger's backpack, along with the clay. Yep. Alright, so what you need to do there is I'm going to look up grout right here. And you can see, you might have saw that on the computer. And so I'm going to put it like this, and something's missing. Oh, it's clay block. Gotcha. Perfect. So we got 2 stacks of that. Then what you want to do is you want to smelt it. I'm going to smelt it in my system over here. I'm going to need to switch this thing off. And this should start working. And yeah, so I filled up 3 of these energy cells plus all the wasted energy that you get. It's kind of like inherent with Minecraft Jewels, Michael Jacksons, whatever you want to call them. And hello phone, why my phone always rings? I really need to remember to shut that thing off before I start recording. My bad. So once those things cook up, they'll give us some seared bricks, I do believe. And let's use a little U thing. Give it a second to process. There we go. So yeah, we get some seared bricks. So we should end up with 2 stacks of these seared bricks here. And I'll show you some things you can do with that. This is Tinker's Construct stuff, by the way. So you can do something like, that, and you'll get yourself a seared brick, and you'll get this little smelting thing. And this is just a book that you get, whenever you craft that. And, it tells you exactly what it does and everything, how to use it. And I'm going to craft a few more things. And this will give me a casting basin, and I don't have enough for... Let's use this one. Yeah, so, and then I do believe the recipe is like this. Yes, and then we get the smeltery drain. I'm thinking it's... Yeah, I have that. Seared glass. Controller. I forget the recipe for this one. My apologies. Okay, so just a little square round. I still do not have enough. There we go. So I just go like this. Yeah, I get the controller. So now the whole thing is about placing it. I'm thinking I'm running out of space here, so I need to make a little area for this, and I'm not sure, but I'm not sure exactly where I want to put this. I should have thought this out before, but I didn't, and that's okay. Plant those back. These potatoes, man, they're wonderful. I have 3 little plants of potatoes, and they've basically been holding me over the whole time. I mean, I have to kind of pay attention whenever one of them grows. I kind of take it, but it's so great. Also, I've kind of had a little bit of help from these bushes, but still. Where we at? All right, so I'm gonna make a few more bricks. I'm not sure if I'm. Oh yeah. I know one more thing. Casting table. Alright. Let's just do that. And there's one more thing that I just remembered. There we go. And I need 2 of these. There we go. So now we have all of the components of this thing, and I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go over and build this little room or something for it, just a temporary room, while we kind of, because we're running out of space. I kind of like to do something a little bit outside this little cave here that's, getting cramped. And I will see you guys once we get back there, and I will have this thing all built for you. I'll see you right in a few seconds. What are you talking about, me forgetting something about this build? I totally remembered. It's like, come on. It's not like I forgot about the seared tank. Okay, you caught me. I forgot the seared tank. But you just saw it, so I'll be right back and we'll continue on. Okay, so I made a few extra little seared bricks and everything, but that's okay. I'll probably use them eventually in the future. But, put it there. I didn't really know where to put it. Eventually we're going to put it in a better place, obviously. That's kind of ugly. But, you know, it works for now, so I can't really complain. Now what we need to do is we need to fill this little tank right here. You can see right here there's the fuel bar, and we are out. So I have a plan for that, actually. So it will require one bucket and one thing that I'll show you here in a second. I've already built it, but I'll show you the recipe for it. It's right here. Just grab one bucket first, and I can go searching for some lava. I know exactly where some is. I was trying to remember, but you know, you should remember if you're paying attention. But yeah, so we just need some of this hardened glass surrounded by surrounding tin, and you make the hardened glass in an induction smelter, lead, and 2 pulverized or you know, pulverized obsidian here. No big deal. So let me just go and grab some of that lava, and you know where I'm going to go for this, I'm sure. Let's just grab some of this. Oops. There we go. that was fail. Once we get down there, it should be pretty fast because it only takes 8 buckets. The not the smelter takes more than that. It takes, or less than that. I think it only takes 4 buckets. But the portable tank, it takes 8. So we should be set for a while with that. Just hope there's no creepers up here. I had to deal with a creeper that was right by the house just a second ago. Place up there. Ooh. Scary stuff. Alright. Awesome. So this tank, whenever you shift right click with the Buildcraft wrench, you can see the liquid rendering in the hand. It's really awesome. So yeah, well, let's just head upstairs and fill that thing back up, and I think we can call it an episode. This one wasn't as productive as we have in the past, but I kind of worked a lot in between episodes, so I kind of want to take a big break for like over the night or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it took a while to get that monitor working. I went adventuring for literally hours. It was kind of ridiculous, but I'm sure we're getting pretty close to the end point of the video, and of course it has to be night. Moment of truth. Oh yeah, I have to wrench it. Yes, awesome. So there we have it, guys. Now we have a smeltery that has a good source of lava. So now we can just make our next tools with this. I'm going to spend some time. I have plenty of wood, so I'm going to work on getting every single what are they called? The Tinker's Constructs little patterns. They with these things, I'm going to work on getting all of them, so I'm going to definitely need a lot more of those bling patterns here. So I know how to make them, fortunately, and they're not that bad. All you need is a few sticks, and I'll probably get a few more than that, and then some planks. So let me just look up pattern here. Blank pattern. There we go. I have 10. I'll probably need more than that eventually, but that's it. So this part is going to be a little bit boring. So I'm going to do it in between episodes again because I'm pretty sure we're over the time now. But so here we have it. We have those. I'm going to spend some time. I'll make a pattern chest in between. I'll put it somewhere near here. But also, this is pretty much fully grown. I don't really want to wait for all of these to grow, because I mean, we have some like this one right here that's like second stage of growing. So yeah, I kind of wish it was a little bit more even, but what are you gonna do? So I want to show you guys how this works. So if I can type, there we go. So I like to leave one seed in there, just because you know, I don't want it to like mess up because it has to place. And if there's wheat in there instead, it wouldn't place. So I kind of have to be a little bit careful about that. But that's essentially how it works. We'll see it right here. There's a bug near the end, but I'm going to kind of time lapse this a little bit. Shouldn't be too long, but you know, it'll help out. So I'll shut up. Alright, so you notice there's a little bit of bug at the end. It kind of goes right here. That's an easy fix. I noticed that a while ago, but I just didn't really think it was needed to fix it right away. But there you guys have it. You guys kind of saw how that works, and I'll show you the code here. It's pretty easy. I have some things in here that aren't really being used, but like iteration. This one I was using when it was timed. But it's not used anymore. So now we have a function called line. It will repeat dig down, that will mine, or that will harvest the wheat, and then it will go forward, and then it will do x equals x plus 1. That will kind of make x equal to 1, and it'll keep doing that until x is currently equal to 11. And then once it is, then it will it'll dig down. This is for the very last one. It will dig down, and then it will place down a seed. Then it'll move back, and then keep placing down and then x equals x minus 1, and it'll keep doing that until x is currently equal to 0. So once it hits 0, it will stop, and then that's the end of that function. And then this function right here, and I called it next line, and what all it does is it changes which line it is. So basically it turns right over this direction, it goes forward one, so it moves forward, and then turns back left, and then it'll be facing forward towards my mouse, you know, towards this wall right here, and it'll move forward, and it'll kind of do that next line, whatever. But that's not exactly where it does it. It does that in the main chunk that's right here. It will basically, this is all commented out. You can see these little brackets right here, and then this right here, this section right here, and that means all of this is commented out, which basically means the code completely overlooks it. It's basically non-existent. It's a little sloppy for camera, but you know. So now what we do here is we do a for loop, which is basically it runs a specific amount of times. And so I have it set to y amount of times. That was defined up in the beginning of the program. And it will do line, which is it'll mine out and then plant it back. That's what line is. That's the function that I explained first. And the second function I did was next line will basically turn, go forward, which is over towards the right side of your screen, and then turn back left. And it will do that 5 times. I need to make it 4 because that's the bug. I counted 1 too many times. And then once it's done, it will go forward 5 times because it was extra thing. It should be 4 once again. And then you have it'll turn right, and that means it'll be facing this way again into this wall. And then, you know, iteration equals iteration plus 1, which means nothing. You know. So that's the code. Hope you guys, you know, learned something from it. Yeah, I like to do this programming stuff. I'm not the best at it, but you know, I'm learning. It takes time to learn stuff. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.